And as I wrote on my header, things to make you go, hmm. Well, now even more information has come out about the so called Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas and his ideologically driven wife. Well, he continues to refuse to recuse himself from the court involving anything and everything that happened on January 6th. Why? Because his wife was involved, and more likely so was he. Now, these are both, well, I'd say top of the line Republican conservatives who have an ideologically driven mandate. And as I see it, they are part of the so called deep state, which is controlled mostly by Republicans. You've seen it play out for over 5 years now. And you see how they keep trying to protect their false orange god, Trump. Why? Why? Really, why? You see how they're out there praising Putin. Why? Why? Think about it. Why? Just, yeah, things, open your eyes, open your ears, as I keep saying, see what's going on. You see how they're attacking this Biden Supreme Court nominee with bullcrap. Nothing. They really have nothing on her at all. Nothing. Except they keep rehashing out far right wing conservative nonsense, ignorance, and stupidity, and bigotry, which it all leads to as well. Clarence Thomas of the Supreme Court, by all rights, has broken the law and should be impeached from the Supreme Court immediately. But as you see Mitch McConnell come out and say in the Senate, no, no, I trust him. Oh, it's okay. Oh, yada, yada, yada. But that's what Mitch McConnell does. He's one of the playing cards at the top echelon of the conservative Republican ideology. He is part of the deep state. Now, turn it around. If Clarence Thomas was a Democrat or a so called liberal Supreme Court justice, Republicans would be losing their, excuse me for saying it this way, would be losing their fucking minds. And you know it. Look how they lost their minds when President Obama came out in a tan suit. They went absolutely bonkers. But now that it's one of their own that's being caught again, another one of their own being caught. No, it's okay. He don't need to recuse himself from anything. I trust him. Again, it goes against the Constitution. It goes against the ethics laws, but they will do nothing. Just like they did nothing when Trump was breaking all the laws. Why? 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 uh, and as I keep saying, their real Bible that they follow and worship is the Georgia Guidestones. That is what they worship and what they are trying to follow. Look it up. Go ahead, look it up, and then look at the policies that they are passing and putting in place all over the country in states where they have the most power and are able to put these laws in place. Look what DeSantis just did in Florida, passing that ignorant, unconstitutional, un American, and in my book, illegal act that is called the so called Don't Say Gay bill. These people are mental, and most of them don't believe anything and anything that they are pushing forward. They're doing it because of their so called base, which is so small, but they're afraid of them. They're afraid of the Trump worshippers. Tell me why. Well, they are violent, insurrectionists, killers. That's what they believe in. They don't worship God. They don't worship the Bible. They worship guns and death. Look how they worship QAnon. QAnon is a death cult, a propagandist cult. Look it up. Uh, and so far, I've only seen one time, really one time, that the so-called unanimous group come out and did anything. But they said they did it against Putin, but then it stopped. They haven't done nothing, and they're not coming out against Trump and against the far right wing, which is destroying the Constitution and this country. Why? Again, why? They were sure for when they were worshiping Trump, now weren't they? They were all over Democrats and so-called liberals, and but you don't see them coming out and spreading truth information about Trump, his criminal family, or the criminals in the Congress and Senate that are Republican conservatives. Why? Why? Think about it. Again, things that make you go, when they say they are for protecting the world. Was it unanimous? I'm just, I'm just saying. And yes, I've written to them on their so-called Facebook page, and I got tired of even asking them on Twitter and stuff because they would never answer me. Well, one did, but he said he wasn't truly with Unanimous, so that doesn't count. But all he could say is, "Well, I'm glad what's happening to America." Why? Yes, America has made its mistakes, but America has also tried to correct its mistakes and do better for and in the world. Excuse me. Where are you Unanimous? Why aren't you out there hacking into these top conservative Republicans and showing what they really know about January 6th? All their emails, all their phone calls, all their texts. You're supposed to be protectors of the truth and protectors of the world, so why aren't you out there spreading this information? Not false information, true information. I even seen one guy on TikTok praising unanimous or unanimous or whatever you want to call it. They're doing God's work. Well, if they were doing God's work, they would be posting truth and fact of what is going on completely. Just saying. I wish the camera was wider. Uh, Apps TV, you got to make so you can use widescreen again. Either one, like this or widescreen. I prefer the widescreen. As I said before, I talk a lot with my hands, and I got to crunch up so you can see, and that doesn't look good. So, uh, I'm thinking about getting another microphone, so this ain't in front of my face all the time. I want to get the one that hangs like upside down, I've seen it on Wish for I think it was $16. You get the boom and everything, or it was no, maybe it was 27. I'll have to look again, but I want to get another mic. I love this one here, and I like the other one, but the other one is it's down too low, and I have to keep hunched over to speak into it. I need a higher, what do you call it, stand. But the way they have it connected to this stand, I can't remove it and put it on a higher stand. So, but it works. Excuse me. But again, yeah, why isn't Clarence Thomas being made to recuse himself from anything that has to do with the January 6th insurrection attempt or attempted coup as well? Because that's what it was. It was a self coup led by Trump, started by Trump and all his worshippers. The only fraud that has been found has been done by Republican conservatives. Again, I've said the truth always finds a way to eventually come out, and it's all coming out. Thank the Lord in heaven that the truth is coming out, even though some of the truth is damaging our government, damaging our institutions like the Supreme Court, all because of conservative Republican ideology, which has no place in government. No place. Not on the Supreme Court, not in Congress, not in the presidency. Ideology kills democracy. And to me, that's what they're trying to do. Again, you see them still out there on their far right wing media sites, so called entertainment sites, again, praising Putin, that he's bombed schools with children in it, hospitals with pregnant women in it. You know, conservative Republicans love it. Why? That's not a Christian act. That is not a holy act. And if you truly are into the scriptures, you would understand and know that that is an abomination against Christ and everything that Christ Jesus taught. I'm I I just hope people are listening and seeing what's going on in the world. People are starting to wake up, I think. Ow. Right. Hello, everyone. Oh, that's cool. At least I know I can write. You know, right now it is. Let's see, 10:47 p.m. Crazy, crazy. Thursday evening. But I do want to say again, if you do eventually wake up, as they say, and open your eyes and open your ears and look around and see what's going on, you will see that everything that the Republican, conservative, ideological driven people say that Democrats are doing, they themselves have been and are being caught doing. It's not the Democrats or liberals. It is the conservative Republican that is being busted for child porn and all kinds of stuff. Again, it's a simple truth. Look it up. I don't know what's going on. I just want people to open their eyes and wake up. Well, I think I spoke enough for tonight. I don't have nobody to talk with. Nobody has come on, so that's okay. I know people have their own lives and own shows and stuff to do, and that's okay. That's good. But I do keep hoping and praying people do watch these even after I sign off. You can scroll through my playlist and watch them and listen to them and see everything. But I keep hoping somebody like Spotify or something will pick me up like they did Joe Rogan, even though I'm not a millionaire, even though I'm not rich. Uh, I hope people will do subscribe more. As I said, I'm trying to figure out the best times to do live streaming and my podcast. But one thing that's good about these are that they're recorded. Recorded. Sorry, I still can't talk properly with these, and I can't wait to be able to just take them out and leave them. They're worthless. Dentures, I mean. So, and as I spoke about this before, if you are able to find me on Facebook, it's just Brian Brown, and you'll see my face. I don't hide, like I said, I don't hide nothing. My profile page, we're on Facebook where you can take a picture and post your face, and a lot of people hide their face. I won't. As I said, I will not lie, hide, or anything about myself for anyone or for any reason. I have no reason to. I'm not doing anything wrong. And as I've said, I will apologize about anything to anyone if you can prove what I say is wrong. Oh yeah, hello, Johnny. I can't really pronounce your last name. I'm sorry. Uh, it hasn't power hasn't gone out today. Cable went down, or the internet went down for a little bit, but that's Atlantic Broadband. It so-called Breeze Line now. The only thing Atlantic Broadband changed was its name. They haven't changed their services, policies, or prices other than to raise them. You know, other than that, yeah. But so far the power has been on. We're starting to get a windstorm again. The wind's going up. But earlier today we did have a tornado warning that lasted until I think it was 12 this afternoon. But here in Uniontown, mostly all we got was a few heavy downpours, and then it would slack up. But it's been raining on and off all day, with no power outages yet. And now that I said that, you watch the power go out. Oh well, but yeah, the power's on. I wish I had better lighting. Sorry, my lens looks foggy. I gotta get one of those uh, cloths that you do your glasses and stuff with to clean that. I don't know if unless it's just my glasses that are doing it. It looks kind of foggy to me. So I'm sorry if I look a little foggy or something. And Johnny Burtek, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your last name, sir. But yeah, uh, hopefully it'll get nice. It's supposed to stay chilly, I guess, for the next few days, unless they change that again. This time of year, late March, April, May, you just don't know what you're going to end up with. We still might get a massive snowstorm. We did a few years ago. I mean, at the end of winter is when it seems to really boom, and then it lets up. Oh well, excuse me. I hope you are all staying safe out there. I hope you are at least trying to wake up and see what's going on. You like I said, all you have to do is open your eyes, open your ears, and look around and look at the policies and laws and crap that the so-called far right wing Republicans are putting in place, and are doing. It is they who are literally, slowly, bit by bit, taking away and stifling our liberties and freedoms. Just look at it. Like I said, just look at the law that was signed into the law that was signed into law by DeSantis in Florida. That literally takes away liberties, freedoms, because of who someone is. And that goes against the Constitution. That goes against the Bill of Rights. Again, simple truth, simple fact. Excuse me. Look what Clarence Thomas is getting away with in the Supreme Court, along with his wife. The text messages are out now. It is illegal for what he is doing and what his wife is doing, all for the worship of a fake orange god. Why? Well, that's all I'm going to say for now. Well, before it rains, I gotta go out and mop down my back porch. Cats are driving me crazy, but I can't hurt them. They're part of God's great plan and creations, so I won't hurt. I feed them when I can. But one of them got sick or something and just leaving weird poop everywhere. So I immediately scrubbed my back porch down with pine sol and stuff. And so my dog walks, when I let my dog Honey out back, she ain't walking in it and dragging it through the house, or catching anything from it. So I might come on later, but like, as I said, well, right now it's 10:57 p.m. So I might come on later and make another live broadcast. I do have to make a podcast that I do on Anchor, and you can find my podcast on, well, almost everywhere that podcasts are played, on Spotify, on the Google podcast. I can't remember. There's a list of them that Anchor podcast uh, post to. That's the podcasting thing that I use to do my podcast. It's called Anchor. And yeah, it goes, once I publish my podcast, it goes all out to all of them. But they still will not allow me to use my PayPal account to monetize my podcast. I don't know why, because my PayPal account is certified, it's protected, you know. and it is a legitimate certified account, but they will not allow me to use PayPal to get paid through monetize. Having my podcast monetized, they will not allow me to get paid into my PayPal account. And right now, I'm just too far down on the financial totem pole to have a regular bank account. I can't keep one open because I'm that far down. Once I pay my bills and buy food and help my dog and everything else, I'm almost broke. Oh well. You stay safe out there. Be careful. Get vaccinated if you can. Use your God-given brain. Use your God-given heart. Use your God-given eyes and open up and see what's going on. Think, as Jesus says, the truth, real truth, will set you free. And once we all start waking up to real truth, not alternative truth that Republican conservatives have been pushing for over 5 years and really said that's what they were going to push when they put their orange god in office. Remember, that's all Kellyanne Conway would say. We're giving you alternative truth, alternative facts. And basically, she said, we are going to continue to lie to your face no matter what. Because that's all alternative truth and alternative facts is. Or, I don't know if I spoke proper English here, but you understand what I mean. They're lies, they're disinformation, they're misinformation about everything. Again, you all stay safe out there. Be careful. Help someone if you can. Excuse me. Lift someone up if you can. Spread as much love, honor, and peace as you can. Feed someone if you can. Alrighty. My name's Brian. This is my little show. Thank you, thank you. That's my song card. And take care of yourselves and each other. Much love, peace, and honor to you all. God bless.